You probably know someone who smokes weed, doesn't do any other real criminal activity, they just smoke weed. How would you feel if they ended up spending 6 months in jail? Possession drug charges need to have lighter sentencing. For such a low-level offense, it can have such a great impact on someone's life. I've seen what it did to my dad, and I don't wish that upon anybody. Through the decriminalizing of certain substances, focusing on rehabilitation and not jail, we can make some of the major issues with drugs go away in this country. The problem is there are too many people incarcerated for low-level drug charges. A little over 600,000 people in America are in jail currently because of marijuana charges. The drug laws in the U.S. make it very easy for someone to go to jail for such a small amount. In Virginia, for example, the state law says even a gram of weed can put you in jail for up to 6 months. And that's not a lot for people who don't know. If we keep on the same cycle, the number of incarcerations will increase. But certain states have already started to legalize these substances, such as Oregon, California, and Colorado. The problem is people who visit those states and think they can bring some back. It just really doesn't work out all the time, and people can go to jail for that kind of stuff. We need to legalize at the federal level, not just the state and local level. The possession charges need to have lower punishments. There are, however, ways that we can combat this issue. The best solution to the problem is to decriminalize low-level drug offenses at the federal level. This makes sense because in places like Oregon, they have already legalized mushrooms and decriminalized other drugs such as cocaine. Basically saying, we are not going to send you to jail for just partying or doing something that is illegal. The reason it would be good for this country to legalize marijuana and decriminalize other substances really just comes down to money. In Texas, in 2015, it cost $22,000 a year to house an inmate. In 2010, Texas had 74,000 inmates. That's a lot of money, and that's a lot of money saved for state and the taxpayer. The problem of drug possession charges is just one we can't ignore. In essence, people are getting too harsh a punishment for low-level possession charges. America can solve this problem by decriminalizing marijuana and other substances. In fact, we need lighter sentencing for possession charges of all drugs. In the end, think about it. Do you really want a kid who's smoking a joint to go to jail for 6 months? Thank you for listening. My sources are prisonpolicy.org, drugpolicy.org, undco.org, and the www.rightstep.com. Thank you very much.